same face. The very same. Marley, in his pigtail, usual waistcoat, tights and boots. The chain he drew was clasped about his middle. It was long and wound about him like a tail and was made, for Scrooge observed it closely, of cash boxes, keys, padlocks, ledgers, deeds, and heavy purses wrought in steel. Its body was transparent, so that Scrooge, observing it and looking through his waistcoat, could see the two buttons and his coat behind. Now we have said that Scrooge had little imagination. He had even less fear, though he looked at the phantom through and through, and felt the chilling influence of its death-cold eyes, though he marked the very texture of the folded kerchief bound about its head and chin, as corpses will wrap to the grave. He was incredulous, and fought against his senses. "Ah, now," said Scrooge, caustic and cold as ever, "what do you want with me?" "Much." It's Marley's voice, no doubt about it. "Who are you?" "Ask me who I was." "Who were you then?" "In life I was your partner, Jacob Marley." Can you sit down?" "I can." "Good then." Scrooge asked the question because he didn't know whether a ghost so transparent might find itself in a condition to be able to take a chair. But the ghost sat down on the opposite side of the fireplace as if he were quite used to it. "You don't believe in me?" "I don't." "Why do you doubt your senses?" "Because a little thing affects them. It's like disorder of the stomach makes them cheats. You may be an undigested bit of beef, a blot of mustard, a crumb of cheese, a fragment of an underdone potato. There's more of gravy than of grave about you, whatever you are. Humbug, I tell you, humbug!" At this the spirit raised a frightful cry and shook its chain with such a dismal and appalling noise that Scrooge never expected his chair to save himself from falling in a swoon. But how much greater was his horror when the phantom, taking off the bandage on its head and neck as if it were too warm to wear indoors, its lower jaw dropped down upon its breast. "Mercy! Dreadful apparition, why do you trouble me? Man of the worldly mind, do you believe in me or not?" "I do. I must. But why do spirits walk the earth? And why do they come to me?" "It is required of every man that the spirit within him should walk abroad among his fellow men and travel far and wide. And if that spirit goes not forth in life, it is condemned to do so after death." "You are fettered. Tell me why." "I read the chain I forged in life. I made it link by link and yard by yard. I girded it on of my own free will, and of my own free will I wore it. Is its pattern strange to you? Or would you know the weight and length of the strong coil you bear yourself? It was full as heavy and as long as this 7 Christmas Eves ago. You have labored on it since. It is a ponderous chain." "Jacob, speak comfort to me." "I have none to give. Comes from other regions, Ebenezer Scrooge, and is conveyed by other ministers to other kinds of men." Nor can I tell you what I would. A very little more is all permitted to me. I cannot rest, I cannot stay, I cannot linger anywhere. My spirit never walks beyond our counting house. Mark me! In life, my spirit never roved beyond the narrow limits of our money-changing hole, and weary journeys lie before me. But you were always a good man of business, Jacob. Business. Mankind was my business. Common welfare was my business. Charity, mercy, forbearance, and benevolence were all my business. The dealings of my trade were but a drop of water, and the comprehensive object of my business. Hear me! My time is nearly gone. I will, but don't be hard upon me. Don't be flowery, Jacob, pray. I'm here tonight to warn you that you have yet a chance and hope of escaping my fate. A chance and hope of my procuring Ebenezer. You were always a good friend to me. Thank ye. You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Was that the chance and hope you mentioned, Jacob?
It is.
I think I'd rather not.
Expect the first, when the bell tolls 1.
Couldn't I take them all at once and have it over with, Jacob?
Expect the second, on the next night at the same hour. Expect the third, on the next night, when the last stroke of 12 has ceased to vibrate. Look to see me no more, and look that for your own sake you remember what has passed between us. He walked backward from him, and at every step it took the window raised itself a little, so that when the spectre reached it was wide open, and Marley's ghost floated out upon the bleak, dark night.